Hi, this is Roger. Thanks for dropping by. It's here. Now look out, you bugs. You're really in trouble. I went to my local sort of do-it-yourself home centre type place yesterday. I didn't get this there. This came in the post from eBay. But while I was there, I did notice that they sell this. It's on the top shelf with a big line of red tape underneath it that says, "Not for resale, please ask for assistance." So if you want to buy this, you've got to have a lecture. Yeah? You've actually got to be told that it's a bit dodgy and, you know, some safety precautions and all that sort of stuff. It's going to come off the market soon. I can see it coming. It's just, as I said, it's the only flipping strong stuff left that you can get hold of legally. And, yeah, it does the job, basically. And there's loads of safety precautions. The one thing I will say is that most of these type of things that are a concentrate, whether they've got a measuring thing or not, or whether you pour it in the cap and then add it to your water and give it a shake, however you mix it up, you often end up, especially if it's a ready-made spray, with some left in the bottle that won't come out. Yeah? If you ever get that, for Christ's sake, don't tip it down your sink or anything like that. This stuff is evil if it gets into water systems. You know, it just doesn't do anything any good. And this one, in particular, has really long-lasting effects. If you've got this anywhere near your pond, nothing much is going to survive. It's horrible stuff when it gets in water systems. You know, and if you tip it down the drain, it can probably end up in a stream or a river. Oh, that's the heater kicking on. Anyway, you know, if you get the strong stuff, take care. And a way I've found of emptying those partly full bottles that you want to just throw in the dustbin, which you're not allowed to do, you've got to take it to a recycling centre as hazardous waste. But if you take it out in your garden, or somewhere where there's some bare soil, it doesn't have to be your garden, I suppose, and punch a hole in it. And then you can squeeze the last drop of the liquid out onto bare soil. And if you do it when it's raining, even better. It effectively doesn't hurt soil. It doesn't work that way. So once it gets in the soil and gets sort of diluted with rain and stuff, it's effectively harmless in the big scheme of things. But don't tip it down your sink. It really is dodgy stuff. Anyway, you bugs in here, I hope you're listening to this. Your days are numbered. Found some more again this morning when I was watering. Anyway, I got stuff to do. I just thought I'd show you what I'm actually going to use. I doubt if I can pronounce what's in it. I know what I'm like with big long scientific names, and that's not going to focus on those words, is it? Contains thiacloprid, if that means anything to anybody. And then it goes on to some huge big long definition of I can't read that lot out. It's strong stuff anyway, you know. It's and unfortunately, by giving you a concentrate like that, it leaves the customer at the customer's discretion the strength you're going to use it. But you have to bear in mind, it's going, in this case, it's going on my orchids. There is a recommended strength to use. If I decide, right, I want to make really sure and make sure these bugs are dead and mix it up twice as strong, I'll probably kill my orchids. It's not meant to be like that. But unfortunately, if they give you a concentrate, it does give you the choice. I'm going to use it at the recommended strength, and then at the recommended interval, I'm going to use it again. And then I'm going to wait for a bit. Probably the recommended interval again, and I'm going to have a very, very good look round and make absolutely sure there's nothing left. Get in behind sheaths, right down in the base of plants. I'm really going to have a good look round. I've got a magnifying glass. I'm really going to do the job properly. And if there's still some signs, it'll get a third application. But from talking to others, I've been emailing people and things, and talking to others at the Orchid Society and things like that, quite a few have used this and they've said it just works. Just get it and use it. It just works. No more messing about, just get on with it. And I said, any extreme precautions? And they said, yeah, just don't tip it down your sink. And don't breathe it in, and don't get it in your eyes, and wash your hands after use. But you shouldn't need to tell anybody that, should you? Anyway, I don't know when I'm going to get on with this, but I'm busy tomorrow. It's our Orchid Society's Christmas lunch tomorrow, so that'd be good. I'm going to sell a couple of my plants. They're down here ready to go. Those are the 2 Berryoda that were left over from the drawer. See, now look, that's got bugs on it. Now that got sprayed this morning with the soapy wash. Because obviously I can't take a plant with bugs to an Orchid Society sale. I'll get shot. So they are dead. It does, the soapy wash does work if you can see what you're doing. But it doesn't get in behind sheaths, like I've said. That's why I've got this stuff. But talking to people on email, they've highly recommended this, for more serious bug infestations. For the odd few, I mean, you can just wipe them off with your finger and squash them. But once it gets a bit out of hand, like it has in places in here, then we got to go for that, I'm afraid. Okay. There's no point in me trying to film using it, because I'm going to have a mask on, and I'll need 2 hands. But it's going to get used, and as I've said, every plant's going to get it, whether they need it or not. And the beauty of it is, because everything's going to get soaking wet, it doesn't matter if plants drip on other plants. So I haven't even got to move the plants to use this stuff. They're going to get hit right where they are. So the Vandas can be hit up there, and all I've got to do is watch the electrics round the back. But apart from that, they can drip on the plants below, because the next thing that will get sprayed is the plants below. They're going to get wet through anyway. And I know some people are thinking, what about moisture in the crowns and, in the leaf joints? I have thought of that, and I do know it is potentially a problem. So the job will get done early in the day, and I'm going to fire the heater up to quite warm, sort of 23, 24 degrees. Not only will that kick the heater on, the circulating fan's on, and it kicks the big circulating fan on as well, and obviously the door will have to be shut, because it's going to, circulate all that stuff in the air for a while. So the plants will dry off relatively quickly. It'll be okay, there's hardly any plants out here. The only plant I can really think of that I perhaps ought to be a bit careful with are the Paphiopedilums, because they do have a genuine crown, and it's not the best of ideas to leave a puddle of water in that crown. So I might have to take them out and spray them manually so that I can turn them upside down and just pour the water out of the crown, just in case it doesn't dry off. But that's the idea anyway. I'm going to get all the fans going once I've finished spraying, not during, after, and whack the heater up so that I've got nice warm circulating air following the spray, and that should dry the plants off before I need to run the heater down and actually get to the nighttime temperatures. So that's what I'm going to get up to. It'll be good fun, won't it? Yeah, those are buds. I reckon there's 4 in there. Possibly. Maybe only 3. It's going to be a first. I mean, Laelia anceps is one of my favourite Cattleya type blooms. It just is. It's just the combination of colours, the shape of the bloom. I love it, and I am so looking forward to that coming out. I don't know how long it's going to take, but the buds are showing now. They're going to split that sheath soon, so then I'll be able to actually see them. And you won't be able to see them from here. It depends how good. No, it's not going to work. I was going to say I've got 2 huge Cattleya buds that are going to open any minute as well. But I'll wait till they do. That's the easiest thing. Okay, that was all for now. I just wanted to sort of show this stuff. Those people that have got decent screens on their computer, that's as close as I can get. I mean, if you're looking at that on a phone, you won't read it. But if you're looking at it on a computer, you might be able to read that, and then you can read those big long scientific names. But as I said, I can't pronounce that lot. I'm not doing it. But this is a concentrate. This makes a lot of litres. and quite honestly, to spray this whole room, I don't know how many litres it's going to take. Just sort of thinking how the sprayer works, I reckon maybe 4 or 5 litres, something like that, which is nowhere near going to use not even half of it, so I'll have plenty left over for the next lot. And if I run out, I'll get some more, because it's the only stuff around that's going to do this job. Okay, see you again. See you next time. Thanks for watching.